We have a sweet lady joining us this morning. She's recovered a bit of a bout of malaria and some stress-related problems she had with her body. Mama V is here. Adwoye Boy is also nominated.
Is he like diagnosed? Oh, thank you.
I missed you.
Seriously?
Yes.
So how come you didn't call? I didn't get a call.
Hey, but we were monitoring you, as you know. We were checking on you.
But we had
using our spies.
Did we call you?
Please, we had the National Security SWAT team.
You two didn't call me.
Double was at your door.
And I've been away for a week.
Yeah,
I know.
We're worried. We're worried that we wouldn't recover in time.
Really?
And so yesterday,
nobody believes you. Let's move on. Let's do what we're here to do.
Right.
Yesterday, when I was listening to Mokpa, you were one of my main.
Don't talk about me.
You were one of my main prayer points, and
wow,
thank God
why don't
you are
you
here.
believe? I believe.
Good morning.
No, I do.
Thank you, Pastor at Abrankese. When I was over,
you have done it, Pastor. You have done it. Thank you. Thank
wonderful. And Salifu Combat and your wife Flora in Boku.
They're also part of the prayer.
Yeah.
Look, I shared your name, WhatsApp, text messages throughout.
I gave your name to Obinim.
Obinim is my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
So
it's good that you know the pastors we're related to. It's good.
Angel did his thing.
Can we do the newspapers?
I had a dream.
Well, thank you for all the prayers.
I had a dream with Angel in it.
Thank you for wherever you sent my name.
You were taken on from your sick bed, and you were upright.
Yes.
And we knew that you
were floating in front of a JoyNews logo.
Amen.
And we thank God for your life.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
Thank us, because our interventions were
so
it
worked.
Look at her healthy face.
Really?
He's back.
I'm shy.
Oh, beautiful. I didn't know.
Let's do the newspapers, guys.
Could be so romantic.
Let's see what's in here. Yes.
Keep your love to yourselves.
Oh, Munyaisa.
Yeah.
All right.
Good morning to everyone watching. I have missed you. They have not.
Oh, we missed you too. All right. So we've got all the papers out this morning. The dispatch is here, the guide, the Times. I'll do a couple and then we'll take it from there. So I'll do the Daily Guide and the Daily Dispatch. Front page of the Daily Guide this morning. 67 killer driver was speeding. This is in reference to the driver, of one of the two vehicles that collided at Kintampo, causing the deaths of at least 67 people. And also on the front page, World Bank backs free SHS. Would the president have stopped it if they didn't? I don't know. Kidnapped baby's mother admits mistake. And I guess that's something she did admit when she spoke to Natalia Kwanzaa yesterday.
The minister news is the baby's back.
The baby's back. I'm so excited. Such great news. The Minister of Transport is seen in a picture here with some doctors speaking to one of the survivors of the accident. That's a picture.
The usual thing we do.
Yes, of course. To inspect the victims. All right. Vandals hack electric pylons is a page 3 story. On the back page of the Daily Guide, meteors survive plane scare. And Hohoe gets sports complex. Also, Dede salutes Stars fans. And Akono job intact, with a picture of CK Akono with his sleeves rolled up in his white shirt, seeking victory for his team. And that's it. That's the back page of the Daily Guide. I'll move quickly on to the Dispatch. Mayor of Accra's bombshell. Accra not ready for heavy rains. Autocratic rule in Rwanda makes it cleaner. That's what the Accra mayor is saying, that the reason why we can't be like Rwanda. This is the Daily Dispatch, by the way, as I mentioned earlier. So, according to the mayor of Accra, autocratic rule in Rwanda is what makes it cleaner than Ghana. I just want you to think about that for a minute. Democracy is making Accra dirty, according to the mayor. Let's just think about that. Moving on. I saw the head of my master,
there's democracy
driver,
in Rwanda.
Cut off.
That's not what the Accra mayor said.
He said autocratic rule in Rwanda.
Yeah, we can have an autocratic rule in a democracy.
Autocratic rule in a democracy.
It's not a dictatorship.
Yes, but if it's...
It can be autocratic in a democracy.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for the government lesson. But in essence, Because our leader is not autocratic. And what's the opposite of autocratic? Softocratic.
It is there.
Yes, because our leader is not autocratic. That's why Accra is dirty. That's according to the mayor. Right. I saw the head of my master, the driver, cut off. That's according to the surviving mate of the accident. Also, names of 28,444 health sector workers to be deleted from the payroll if, and I guess that's the latest cleanup exercise. Kennedy Japan did not assault any cop. That's according to Alex Afenyo Markin. And on the back page, tomorrow is the deadline. Names of over, oh yeah, well, I mentioned that already. And those are the stories in the dispatch.
I'll do the guide, no, the Daily Graphic and the Finder newspaper. So let's do the Finder first. On the front page, SNIT TUC in a fight over computation of pension benefits. World Bank pledges supports for free SHS digitization agenda. Customers, I'm still trying to warm myself into, yeah, exactly.
Would you like us to warm you?
What does that mean?
Oh,
we'll give you coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe some tea.
Let's go back to the front page of the Finder newspaper.
How would you
Here
like
we go.
to be warmed, Mama V?
No Ghana Post's GPS, no business registration according to the Registrar General. Customers appeal for speedy payments of Gold Coast Fund is also another front page headline. World Bank pledges support for free SHS and the digitization agenda. But I told you about the SNITs and TUC. They say they are fighting, as in physical fight. No, not exactly. We'll touch on the details in a bit. Let's go to the Daily Graphic newspaper. And if I was on Adum TV this morning, I'll probably say easy. AC Bursted, here we go, moves to enforce law, deploys officers to inspect party offices. This is something that they should be doing. And if you read the report by Timothy Nenmi on the front page of the paper, continues on page 3, it says we have 23 registered political parties. You know, they have to have presence in almost all the districts. Only the NDC and the MPP meets that out of the 23. A lot more
I thought
in the paper.
PPP also said they meet it.
Well,
I remember some claim of that
sort, of that
nature.
Says only the NDC and the MPP.
No, not the PPP.
CPP?
No.
PNC?
Hassan Ayaraga's party.
Okay.
Yes. APC.
GES deploys technology to hasten salary payments and some newly recruited teachers since March last year. They haven't received their first salaries yet. Activities of thieves collapse high tension tower. This is one of the things I heard yesterday, and I was thinking how, I don't know, I don't remember anything like this ever happening.
Well, it means that, and they're supposed to be political saboteurs. So.
Well, actually, according to the minister,
now saying, even we said normal criminals and saboteurs, I was surprised.
But the Daily Graphic is reporting that they are thieves.
So what did they steal?
Good question.
And the Ghanaian Times also said criminals, and we also reported, we said, you just said saboteurs.
All right, back page of the Daily Graphic.
Is criminal. It can be criminal.
Yeah, it's criminal, but the minister said political saboteur.
Oh, he's a politician. Back page of the Daily Graphic. Swedro Municipal Guard, 3 others in assault video remanded. Local government ministry inaugurates project in Second-D, Takrady. Another story on the back page of the paper. Center spread. World Bank pledges support to support free SHS. Cashew industry experts meet in Accra to promote production in Africa. Yep. That's it.
Right. Now, speaking of EC baring his teeth, it's saying, you know, Charlotte Osei did the same thing. Announced that she was going to go around and see.
Did she ever?
Well, what happened when she announced it? Do you remember? Okay. That's our Google assignment for today. Let's Google what happened when Charlotte Osei said she was going to go around and inspect all of these offices of political parties.
All right, so let's
good
look
morning
at...
to Charlotte Osei. She's been trolling me on social media this morning.
She has. What
Making
did you
me
do?
laugh with some Donald Trump memes. Anyway,
We still
it's
have
all
the
good.
Times.
All right, so let's go to the front page of the Ghanaian Times. Sabotage. Criminals vandalize Akosombo power plant, plunge Accra, Tema, Kumasi into darkness. The story is on page 15 of the Ghanaian Times.
So how did we get to this conclusion?
Political saboteurs.
How did we get to this
That's how come we're here.
Well, we sent
Do we have suspects?
we sent CSI NPP to the scene, and they looked at it and they have now reported to us all that
CSI.
it was political sabotage. So they could see like the politics in the way the crime was
CSI
committed.
Las Vegas.
Yes.
CSI
So
Greenco.
apparently they smeared some substance on the metal to soften it, and then they hacked it. And that is how political sabotage is done. Not normal criminal sabotage. That's how political sabotage is done. So according to the minister, this is somebody just trying to make them look bad politically. And this person, went into the bush with a hacksaw and started hacking at a
So this
pylon cable.
conclusion was just looking at what had happened, and that's it.
I think the
He's the minister.
I think the action by the political saboteurs is bad. It also means that from now, when you have constant power cuts, these political saboteurs
I tell
are
you
the
what.
cause.
But you see, that's Mamavi's point. How did he know that it was a political sabotage? How did he know?
They left party symbols, I'm
Really?
sure.
That party symbol. Somebody left an umbrella.
Listen, I hope and pray that we won't play with this matter. I
left-
feel like everybody should be a suspect, including Greco.
Oh,
Yeah.
how? Well, this is political sabotage.
How do you
So
how do you come to such
I
a
actually
conclusion?
find it. I actually find it easy to believe that it could have been done by a politician. I'm just not sure which party. You get me? I mean, I find it easy to believe.
I don't want to believe
But-
that.
but I just don't know which party to suspect.
Party.
So others, we have some other I think
enough
two other
suspicion to
stories.
go
We
around.
have will achieve Ghana Beyond Aid vision within the next decade. President. So that will be on page 16, or it is on page 16. The vice president is honored by alma mater in Britain. It's in Buckinghamshire. Okay.
Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire, and that's University of Buckingham. All right, let me see. Okay, back page. Let's do sports. Asamoah benched on tactical reasons. A clueless Kwesi Appiah explains.
Oh,
We have
Clueless?
Stars face Mauritania.
is that your own? Please.
Yeah, that's not a fair description, is it?
At all.
Are you a coach?
I'm entitled to my opinion.
Please, I know Coach
Yeah,
Kwesi
but not
Appiah
on this one.
personally, and clueless
Stars
is a very
face Mauritania
unfair
today. It's
description
a
of him.
friendly, so don't be all hyped up when you watch and the goals are not coming. Don't be insulting the players. It's just a friendly. Meteors to chase double over Gabon, and those are the stories we have. We have the custodian.
What have we promised? Okay, finish the custodian.
We have the
What have we
custodian
promised
and
players?
the Daily Statesman. The custodian says CD is bouncing back. Hooray. All right. Akufo-Addo jabs traditional Jeremiahs, and Parliament to grace Otumfuo anniversary. The Road Safety Commission, though, is to install speed. Okay, let me read this one. The National Road Safety Commission is to install speed limiters in commercial vehicles. Which ones? The one that apply Choko to Manchiagbona, that are rickety, are not roadworthy, but somehow get to be certified. All right. Government approves 1 billion Ghana cedis to reduce road accidents, and I tried to get some clarification on this. Apparently, it's the commitment by government for the next 3 years.
Wow, so it's not like actual funds have been released. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's about 300 million per year,
Yeah,
unless they lose
20.
the election, in which case then it will end wherever they got to.
Or even if there's a loss, there'll be a
And
continue.
in any
Government is a
actually, if it's supposed to be over the next 3 years, they could decide to disburse it all in the third year.
okay.
So we could see nothing. It's
The
a
Daily
possibility.
Statesman, vigilantism equals violence and crime is crime. World Bank to back free SHS, huge boost for government's flagship policy. And then we have CD make stunning recovery, bounce back in record time, or bounces back in record time after economic management team's action. So kudos to government economic management team led by the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Unfortunately, today we don't have the independent newspaper here.
We do.
He would have
seen it today.
He would have been on the front page. No?
It's there in your stack, I'm sure.
Are you sure? No, it's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. In a pic.
All right. Okay. Look, have we finished with this pylon story?
And for me, from my experience, I experienced power cut at around 11 a.m.
This is close to you, Abby?
This is not close to me, but the pylons, I'm close to pylons where I live. And I experienced power cuts on the dawn of Sunday around 11. It didn't come to the next morning.
But this happened on Sunday, right?
Well, no, that'll be Monday dawn around 11. They say 11. I experienced a power cut at around 11. They said 1 a.m.
Okay, but you're not attributing your power cut to this, are you?
About it's all the enclaves that are supposed to be affected include where I live.
Okay,
so, yeah.
all right, yeah.
So I'm wondering if you come to where I live, I think even I can count about 12 pylons, and I'm wondering if we have saboteurs, political saboteurs, melting pylons
and then hacking them.
It's a big problem for those of us who live in Tema and get
I think the bigger problem is the way we've just come to a conclusion like that.
That is political.
Otherwise, I don't know. Like, this is crime, right? So
no, it's political.
Can we look at it in that way so that we can solve it and ensure that it doesn't happen again?
Yeah.
You know, instead of try to color it already, like it's too soon for that.
Well, the minister has spoken. Let me say this. I think perhaps the NPP is going through the most coincidental series of misfortunes when it comes to power supply. Like, I mean, I don't think so many bad things have ever happened to any one ministry in an attempt to provide power. And all of them, they are victims. So first, there was some YSB that tripped. So the supply from the west into the country was affected. Then... No, it wasn't in Pukwasi.
No, they were replacing some cables.
Then there was some contractor who was doing some work and said, "Oh, I'll finish by this day." But unfortunately for the Ministry of Energy, this contractor couldn't finish his work. Again, out of their hands. Then there was a problem with PDS had to do routine maintenance. Now, as for me, I'm curious. So I would like to know the last time PDS did this maintenance for these areas that they have listed, whether they always do these areas together, what actual work will go into it, what will they have to switch off and switch back on. I would love to know about it all and what sort of maintenance, what parts are they replacing. I'm very curious. I want to know all of that. But PDS has to do this. And unfortunately for the Ministry of Energy, who is just trying hard to give you power every day because there's no doom so. Unfortunately, this maintenance work is affecting their ability to do so. Then just as everything was settling and everybody understood that, oh, by the time the maintenance work is over, which is one day, we'll all be back on track. Then all of a sudden, politicians go and cut a pylon. And these politicians somehow knew the exact pylon to cut, which would affect all the power coming from the Tema enclave. So I mean, I'm hoping the police are listening, because really all they have to look for is a politician with an electrical engineering degree. And they will crack this case.
Oh gosh.
So now here we are. The energy ministry is doing everything to give us power. There's no money problem. There's no, debt crisis that is causing them, to have to shed load. No, we are on track. They are better managers of the power situation than their predecessors, who just did. They had a wisdom problem, right? That's what we were told. They had a wisdom problem. They don't have this wisdom problem. They have a sabotage problem.
So Gridco has about 20,000 of these towers across the country.
Okay?
Wow.
You don't say?
Yeah.
Well, actually, 19,999.
Well, that's close to 20,000.
That's
right?
because one has been cut. So that leaves 19. One down, 19,999 to go.
Allah.
No, listen. I feel, and sometimes it's difficult for the police to do its work. See, here's a whole sector minister who draws this kind of conclusion. How are they supposed to pick up and begin?
It means that they are supposed to narrow down
to
politicians.
some political people who want to just score political points. It's hard. I feel for the police, but good luck to them. Was it CID people I saw there yesterday?
Yes.
Were they attired?
Yes, they were wearing CID vests.
Yeah.
So is that where the minister got his information from? Maybe it's the CID that identified the culprits as politicians.
That's possible. Maybe
Okay, but that's what you wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about.
I'm so sorry. Just 1 second. I want to give the minister the benefit of the doubt. It's possible, okay? Maybe
I believe the
that's why I said everything is possible.
Maybe some politicians,
including Gridco.
Indeed.
I mean,
I believe them.
No,
everybody
what I
should
want
be
to
suspected.
This is what I wanted to say, that maybe some politicians did sit in a dark room and plot this. They thought to themselves, you know what? We need to make the government look bad. Make it seem like
let's go and cut it out.
They can't provide us power. So let's go and cut an entire pylon. They will never know. They will never be able to inform the people that it's a pylon that has been cut. So the people will blame them for doing so. Let's go and cut it.
So if this was done by the CPP, allegedly,
yes,
and this is just an example, CPP people will enjoy lights. They will not be affected.
But they just want to
even beyond that. So they actually thought that if they go and cut a pylon, the people will blame the government for not being able to provide power because some criminal has cut a pylon. Did they really think that this sabotage would somehow make the government look bad? All the government had to do is come and announce that criminals have cut a pylon.
Yeah.
That is if indeed such a meeting.
We'll all empathize. Nobody's going to blame government for not giving us power.
So what level of idiocy, did this electrical engineering politician have to think that cutting a pylon would cause disaffection against the government?
Well, that's possible, right?
It is?
Well, isn't that what they're saying?
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
you can't really
Accident.
account for
We have to discuss by accident. I give you 2 minutes.
No. Let's. We've gone past the 7, so that's fine. Let me talk about sports then, just before Benedict comes in. So Tanzania has qualified for Egypt 2019.
Yes.
What are we giving our players, like when we qualify?
I think we have to buy them some Porsche cars. I don't know how.
So they've done this in, I think, 30-something years. This is the first time that they've qualified. And this is what their president is giving them, a piece of land to each of the players.
That's cool.
Asase.
That's what you can afford. And actually, he's giving them a piece of their nation.
Yeah.
I think it's symbolic.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I was just thinking, what we
Plus $5,000
what we
each.
struggle to give our players.
We have given our players all kinds of things. We gave them jeeps. We gave them $3 million. Yeah. We gave them $3 million. In fact, we flew $3 million to them.
Yeah.
We've done all kinds of things.
CSI.
Yeah, that was
Brazil.
drama, huh? Yeah. That was the biggest play that we staged.
I remember Joseph Yamin for that. He's the one who blew the cover of the secret flight and let everybody know that we were flying money to our players.
One thing I do know, though, The 37 military hospital ENT department will not be affected by power cuts because the pylons are not close to them. And the ones that have fallen on each other will not affect supply to the hospital.
The thing that Roland wants to say
There's
that
one
it's your birthday today.
There's
Dr.
one person
Cynthia
in there.
Afram of
Yes,
37
Dr.
military
Cynthia
hospital. Oh, Roland.
Belated happy birthday to you, Dr. Cynthia Afram of the 37 military hospital. You are full lights.
Maybe as a cafe, you know.
You are full lights. Please watch sports
I
next.
hope that sometime to come, I'll have time to talk about this road accident and
you were nearly involved.
And the kind of reaction that is coming through. I am so worried. This is what we do each time, and then we come back to this place.
We're reactive.
Yeah,
very.
Where was the report, by the way? The report was ready on as well.
And even our reactions are wrong.
1.0. 1.0.
All right.